Hey, what's going on, guys? So I want to talk about something called self-control. Yes, I saw the Will Smith slap, Chris Rock in the face. Well, that's what prompted me to do this video. Having self-control is imperative. When you lose control, you can take a chance in ruining your career, end up in jail, or hurting someone very badly. You don't allow someone to get you to the point to where you are just out of control, to where you want to physically hit somebody. I know we all get upset. We're all human. I've been upset plenty of times, but self-control is so important. I mean, just think if you act on impulse like that and you're out of control, and just say you push somebody because you're angry. And let's say that person falls and hits their head and now they're in a coma and eventually, pass on. Now you're going to be in court for manslaughter, facing 10, 20, 30 years in prison because you didn't have any self-control. It is so important to have self-control. It doesn't make sense to let someone get you riled up to the point to where you're hitting them. You can lose your family. I mean, you can lose some of everything by just losing control. What's wrong with just learning how to talk, to someone about something that they did that offended you? Or better yet, if you're that upset with someone about something they've done to you, hey, take a chill pill, take a step back, relax for a minute. Gather your thoughts. I think once you calm down, you'll be able to better, explain what's bothering you without yelling and going crazy. Just relax for a minute. You'll get to the person, let them know how you felt about the situation, what they did to you, but you don't ever want to lose control to the point to where you're actually hitting someone and could possibly hurt someone, to that level. Just in general, you don't allow that. You don't allow people to get you out of character. You're upset about something, you talk about it. If you know you're going to lose control, back off, try to talk about it once you cool off. Do not lose control to the point where you're hitting someone. Don't lose everything you work for in life over words. If someone touches you, that's a different story. That's called self-defense. But someone speaking something to you, don't go off and hit them. Hey, you know what? You can brush certain things off, whatever. Say whatever you want to say. Doesn't bother me. You don't control my life. You don't determine when I'm going to get upset or not. That's how you can handle something like that. You don't lose control to the point to where you want to hit somebody or, give them, bodily harm. Even though, man, if you're working on your job and your boss says something to you, granted, you may not like it. There's certain ways to go about doing it, but they're your boss. They can fire you. You have a mortgage to pay, you have a family to support. Don't risk all that because you had a moment of losing control. You got to do better with that. I think we all should work harder on practicing self-control. And yes, if you are dating a woman and something like that happens, what happened to Will Smith, hey, the best way to handle that, if she's offended, on that big stage and it's your career, I mean, tell her, okay, I understand, sweetheart, and I promise you, as soon as we get on break, I'm going to go address that issue with him and talk to him about it. But you don't, walk up in something like the Oscars and just hit somebody. You don't walk up at your job and hit somebody. People got to be stronger than this. Yeah, men, you don't act off emotion like that. You don't let a woman get you to go attack another man. I mean, granted, you defend your wife, whatever it may be, but my goodness, I mean, there's certain ways to go about doing things, and that goes for women too. You don't go off and hit another woman because, she says something to your man. If he has a problem with it, hey, you let him know, reassure him, hey, I'm going to address it with her. I mean, just talk about it. There's nothing wrong with talking to someone and getting your point across without doing any, hitting or whatever. Especially if, I give you an example, if someone doesn't know something or you didn't warn the person and they said something or done something, granted, you can be firm and say something, but definitely don't run up and hit them, at all. I don't condone violence like that. But if you've given someone a warning not to do something, still don't hit them, but you can be extremely firm and, let them know, hey, XYZ, this is not going to happen. I'm going to really, put my foot down on this, whatever, and also if you're the one that's doing the offending, if someone has warned you before or given you a notice and say, hey, don't worry about this, or, just leave my wife alone with this, leave my girlfriend alone with this, my boyfriend alone, whatever it may be, then you need to take heed to what that person has told you to prevent them from having to even go off on you in any kind of way. There's responsibilities on both parts, but don't lose control to the point to where you're hitting someone. Don't ever lose control. Try to stay in control of your emotions, assess the situation, and make the best choice. Take a step back, walk away, come back the next day or later that day if you're calmed down, and talk about it. Hey man, just want you to know, I didn't like what you did because I explained to you X, Y, Z, but you did it anyway. And I'd appreciate if you wouldn't do that again because of, and I mean it, be firm, stern, whatever you want to call it, calm down. Express yourself later when you're all cooled off. That's all I'm saying. But thanks a lot, you guys, for watching. I appreciate all the support. I'll see you in my next video, and I got some more juicy stuff coming. Peace.